All right, Ghoulies. So, final review here of Michael Myers animatronic. Now that I have him set up and he's here in person at the house and we've utilized him, guys, I have to say that this animatronic is like a 100% home run score for me for this season. It's the one we chose over everything else that Spirit brought out. This was the one I wanted. A couple of details and some things I want to mention that may or may not have been mentioned in some of the other reviews. We didn't really want to focus so much on setups and things because there are so many videos of his setup and all that stuff, but just a couple of quick things that we'd want to point out. I really love in his eyes, this, by the way, I wanted to get this shot of him with the sun because he looks really cool and creepy. Like, I don't know. Anyway, if you get real in close to his eyes, you can see they actually did make him eyes. They're in there. You can see there, but they're all, it's all painted black and covered black in there. So like even from a distance, you kind of feel like he's staring at you. And I feel like that's part of it is because they've got like the shape of an eyeball in there. It's just all black. So that is a cool little detail that I love. And we've seen some of him in stores. His hair's all crazy in a lot of places, but if you really wanted to kind of to get it going, we kind of felt like if you smoothed it down, smoothed it back a little bit, it definitely kind of starts to look more like how he is in the movies, and I think it looks really good like that. Myself personally, I think he's really creepy, and he fluffed the collar up, and he just looks awesome. His sensors right here, it looks like a button on his overall, a very clever place. We also, like as Megers pointed out to me when we were setting him up, he actually has chest plates, and he actually has hips, and his boot actually has leg to it, so he actually has real good shape to him. He doesn't look like he's just poles covered over with a costume. He actually has some real shape to him. One other thing that I really love about this animatronic is that in addition to the music mode, he has just the mode that we've seen, you press the pad and then his arm goes up and then it plays part of the song. But there's actually another mode that he has, we discovered, where he will just automatically come on every 2 minutes. And he plays a longer version of each of the songs in that mode. And there's actually one part where he is just making a breathing sound effect. So I want to demonstrate that. We're going to, of course, cut in between the 2 minutes. But I want to give you an idea of how he looks and operates on those. It's like an automatic mode. We're going to showcase all 3 of those, which made us like the animatronic even more, that he has that third sort of effect. He doesn't just play the 2 songs. time. And then it's going to be 2 minutes and he'll come back on with that other effect. Okay, so it's been 2 minutes and you can hear that it's just him breathing. So that's kind of a cool little extra little audio that he comes with, is in this 2 minute interval cycle. He has that just breathing, no music, nothing else. That's awesome. I'm glad they didn't put anything else in there. That was a cool effect. And it kind of comes on and creeps you out a little bit. But one thing I want to notice while we're waiting for the last bit to come on here, our knife is a little bit bent right here. You can kind of see that, ghoulies. That is not a design of the animatronic. That's just sort of like a hazard of packaging, and sometimes that just happens with these things. It's just a little bit bent, nothing that we really care about, or you know, you probably wouldn't really even notice if I hadn't pointed it out. But I just wanted to point out, in case you did see it, that it's not like it wasn't designed that way. If you see them in stores, they're mostly always straight. This was just, I'm guessing, how he was stored in the box we got him in, and it just kind of bent the knife a little bit. But we don't care. We think it gives it a nice, cool little edge. All right, it's been 2 minutes, ghoulies, and we're doing the third audio track. All right, ghoulies, so there was the review there and the demo of that sort of automatic activation of the Michael Myers animatronic. He comes with that third audio track of just the breathing, and each of the songs play a little bit longer on that option. You can find that on his control box in the back. There's just a switch. You just turn it to the third option that it has, and it'll just sort of automatically play him every 2 minutes. And yeah, we think he's a pretty cool animatronic. Definitely gets a 100%, especially over some of the other ones that have come out. We think Michael Myers was definitely a good find. We're extremely happy with him. And I mean, look at him. He just looks awesome. Thanks for watching, ghoulies. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video, ghoulies.